Welcome back to Phoenix Radio, brought to you by Giovannino, Guevara & Co, S&J Candles, Almain, Tony Murray from Merck Capital and Visy Dior Hotels. My name is Celeste Marachi and I'm your co-host, and I'm here today with Giovannino Navarra and our special guest, Katrina.
Thanks for having me again.
Exciting. You know, Katrina, she's so happy because she had to get out. She got out of fire training at the hotel.
Yeah.
So we can't count on you if there's a fire?
No.
A bit of a joke about it. Yeah. But at least the rest of the staff are getting trained up. So she's no, I really wanted to be there for fire training.
My lips are sealed.
So yeah. But you've done the fire training just to cover yourself out. I just want to make sure.
We'll just get it clear. I have done the fire training.
You have done it many times before. Okay, that's why you could afford to leave. Okay, so our last segment was pretty interesting. I actually I almost feel like the third wheel over here.
You are a little bit.
Okay, sorry. And that's the idea, because basically the idea behind the show is just to basically have a fresh perspective. I always can bring in my practical sense of it, side of it, and I love the industry, but I've always been open. The way I've always been brought up to understand business is actually considered from the young people's point of view, and a lot of brides of today, their point of view. So when your boyfriends just finally decide to ask you to get married.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not a bride yet.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting.
I'm still waiting. It's
you leave notes in the morning, like that's the sign.
Yeah, like a little
with a big flashing
subtle
light.
message.
Today is the day.
So what do you want to cover today?
Well, I thought we could do like a bit about hair and makeup and, how that works in with your wedding and the season and where you have your wedding at. But
The
before we
decor
do,
as well.
I really like your nails. They look
Thank
amazing.
you. I wouldn't classify these as wedding nails, but
No, but I like the French tip looks stunning.
thank you.
Which is what a lot of brides actually do for
Put your
weddings
hand up
these
to the
days.
camera so people can see. The audience can see.
But can you even see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely. I think there's so many designs that you can do with your nails as well.
You could be basic like mine.
But yours aren't even that basic.
Basic white.
But you can even, there's so many things you can do with your nails. Like there's
Yeah.
that chrome that's coming out.
Yeah.
The magnet nails, I don't know what they're called, but you can do that.
Yeah, and I definitely have seen like the wedding nail trend change as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Over the years, like I know that it used to be very like basic French tip or like your soft pinks, but now like brides are going all out, like diamonds and pearls and.
Well, I guess
It's
it also
crazy.
goes back to what you're wearing.
Yes,
And
it
the
does,
theme, right?
yeah.
Because sometimes if you're having like you can see now, like with the theme, people are kind of going towards that cherry red,
Yes.
that deep red maroon. And you could actually do like maroon nails if that's your theme, right?
so
Because
could.
it's all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would look stunning against like a white dress. Actually, that's a really
Yeah,
good
exactly.
idea. Yeah, I like that.
Because it stands out so much. And even like
does.
with your makeup, you could do like, I don't know, a soft glam where you can do that red if your theme is red.
Yes, like your eyeshadow is kind of like a maroony type of
Deep, yeah.
deep red kind
Yeah,
of
depending
colour.
on the kind of glam that you're going for. If it's like a light glam or you're going full.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm always like full glam. I don't know if you can tell.
That's just like every day for you. Yeah, and I guess like it depends on, again, seasonal, like when you're having your wedding, where you're having your wedding, like what your kind of theme is. What do you think of like matching your theme to the season?
I think that's great.
Could I just mention some of I used to say this to the brides when I used to book events, that always remember, do you think this is going to look good in 10, 15, 20 years' time? Do you ever take that into consideration? And is it too much or something to think about?
I do, but then again, like I do think that if it looks good now, it doesn't necessarily mean if trends change, it's not going to look good in 10, 20 years.
And will you feel comfortable looking that way? For instance, in the 80s, that whole Boy George look. I was asked to be a groomsman, and one particular bride wanted all the groomsmen to wear orange socks because their theme was, I think it was peach, and orange socks.
That's
and
really
with,
random.
I know it might sound it is random. Like people now, a lot of groomsmen are wearing those 3/4 pants with no socks and. But I'm saying it looked great back then. Then you look at these photographs so many years later, and it does look pretty.
I don't know. I think I
Yeah.
kind of disagree.
Okay.
Because when you're planning your wedding, it's your personality, you and your partner's personality.
At
and
that time.
Exactly. And looking back at photos, like when you look back at your mum and dad's wedding and things like that, it brings that sort of, it makes you excited, and it's that time on that era that they got married in. So it makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know, like, when I've seen photos of my mom and dad's wedding a very long time ago, my dad was wearing a white suit and my mom had, like, a big fluffy dress on. And I look back and I think, wow, like, for that time, she looked amazing and my dad looked great because that's what it was at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think there would be, for me, any regrets or looking back in 10, 20 years and being like, oh, I should have worn something different.
Why did I wear that?
Why did I wear that, right? Because this is like, we go with what is the current trend, you know?
Yeah, definitely. But even, like I said, if you look back at the photos now, you're kind of just telling a story.
Yeah.
So,
I looked at my wedding photograph 25 years ago, 24 years ago. So, and I actually like what I wore that day. And I actually thought I had a nice sort of a brownish suit, woody brown. So I'm like, I don't know my colours. A woody brown suit was pinstripe. My wife, she wore this beautiful Cinderella style dress, which I thought was quite nice, the shape of it. And I think we looked really, really nice together. I actually liked that, the way it looked, because I wanted to be conscious that in 25, 30, 40 years' time, I knew that I looked nice. But sometimes some people go a little bit too far. I know one groom, he had this, his wedding photographs, he had nails. He went for that grunge nails coming out of his face, because he used to be a kickboxer, and he really regrets those photographs now. He's actually taken all those photographs back 15 years later, and he's trying to have them all AI'd out.
Oh, yeah, like edited out.
Filtered out. Yeah, continue on, guys. Sorry, talk too much.
but I guess that was
that
his
was-
personality at the
yeah.
time. So it's kind of funny to look back at that and be like, oh, do you remember when I used to do this?
Yes.
How embarrassing.
But I think now these days as well, like, a lot of brides are going for that more classic,
Timeless.
timeless type of event.
Yeah, you
So
see a
their
lot of...
dresses are more like, not basic,
But
not
classic. Just
classic.
classic.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
really nice, like, really, like, classic. I don't
I know
have
what you
another word
mean.
for it
I know
because
what you
it's not plain.
It's simple
But
but,
it's
beautiful.
yes.
And I think simplicity is quite beautiful because the more you exaggerate whatever you're trying to do, then it kind of looks tacky.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why with Stephen Khalil, I think and there are a lot of great designers, Australian designers out there and European designers, but Stephen has really nailed it.
He has,
every single style, especially, I can honestly say in the last 10 years, 12 years, I would say he's really refined it. Like, would you believe it? I shouldn't be saying this, Stephen, you're probably going to hate me for this, but you actually can buy his dresses online. Once the brides have worn them, they go to sell them 3, 4 years, 5 years later, and they're still getting top dollar because they're actually known as more of a couture vintage style dress.
That's really nice
Yeah,
because
yeah.
then you
Yeah.
can reuse that style.
I don't know if I could sell my dress.
Yeah, I don't think
I would
so.
want to keep my dress forever.
It's a memory.
It is. I
Stephen's
have
going to like you, Celeste.
I have my mom's wedding dress in my cupboard.
Oh,
at
that's
home.
so cute.
And I'm like, I never want to get rid of it. Like, and I would want my daughter, whether she wears it or not.
It's
like,
a core memory.
Yeah. So I don't think I could ever sell mine. So Stephen, once you make it for me, it'll be mine forever.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what I like about Stephen. But go back to and the grooms. What would you like your groom? What would you like the men to wear? How would you like them to dress? What's important for you?
Well, I think for me it's a little bit different because I kind of need to think about more of the cultural side when I get married because my partner's not Italian. So I need to consider his culture as well. So for me, I would like to kind of have that traditional white dress and black suit, bow tie type of wedding. But I know that if we have like a second wedding, that's more his culture, or if we split it or something, we're going to have to wear like more cultural outfits.
But that's fun.
People do change. People
Yeah,
sometimes,
so that's kind of,
But you have the best of both worlds then.
I
that way.
do. And I'm so excited to start planning when I get my ring.
She's ready.
How about you?
For me, I think I would just do what you were saying earlier, the first option, basically with just a classic, I would want my dress to be timeless, his tuxedo or suit just to be simple. This might be TMI, but he sweats a lot. So, you know, when coming
we
in...
just
black is
broadcast
the way
that.
to go. That's okay, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like obviously his suit would not be of heavy material.
And it wouldn't be light coloured
No.
because it would be patchy.
Yeah, no, definitely. We're sticking to black.
But that's something someone needs to consider as well.
Exactly.
Like if you're a person that gets really hot, especially with all the lights on you, because there will be so many lights on you, whether you're in a church or you're in your reception, and the heat from those lights
Even
are going
the
to make
nerves.
you even hot.
The nerves and
And the nerves,
anxiety
yeah.
in itself is just going to make you sweat a lot.
So that is definitely another consideration.
Yeah.
You know how beautiful it is that both of you, how focused you are on your partners? Like, that's really nice because you haven't realised, I think subconsciously you said it without, you relayed it without noticing that you said it on a broadcast also, that the fact that you brought
he's
up
gonna
the
hate
culture
me.
aspect of it and you brought up, your relationship, that you are focused guys, mate. These girls are winners, so, hey, propose tonight. Oh, this Valentine's 14th, the 14th and 15th, just at the Visy Dior Hotel. Just letting you know, we're doing a Valentine's special dinner for two, which I believe for dinner for two, which is a 3-course menu including seafood and a beef rib, I believe, and a really nice dessert. We're still putting the menu together. It's a $309 package, and that includes a bottle of Prosecco with that package, and also Chantel for an extra. I think $250. She's $250. You can actually get a hotel room with that,
wow.
and with breakfast.
That's good.
Breakfast next morning, and the specials is the Friday. I think Friday the 14th and Saturday the 15th. So it's a 2-day special. So it's all up one page, which I think is fantastic value when you think about it. When you go to a lot of the restaurants, you end up probably paying $600 just for a dinner alone.
Yeah,
you
then
can
you're
actually
getting
have
accommodation as well.
And
accommodation
breakfast.
included
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Just don't tell your parents, Sorry, the car broke
Well, you're going to
down.
have to when
The
we
car-
get engaged.
Oh, okay, I know. So that's so. Continue on about you were saying before, going back to nails, and you talk about the clothing. So with the nails, I'm just trying to get my head around it. So, being a normal man, you've got nails. Would you try and incorporate that with the design of the dress and with the flowers, the overall look?
Yes.
Or you just okay.
Straight away.
course.
You can't get away from the theme because it's, again, your personality, right?
Yeah.
So if you have a sparkly dress, why don't you have sparkly nails?
Exactly, yeah. Like if you had like a full diamond dress, like I would want diamonds on my
diamantes,
nails
yeah.
like you've got there. Or like pearls on your dress. You can get like little pearls and
You could even do that in your hair.
oh, you can
So
too.
you can have like the little diamantes in your hair or
Yeah.
the little pearls. It's just all fits into one.
In our new wedding packages, we're actually including the actual room for the bridesmaids and for the groomsmen and for the bride and groom. So basically, you'll actually have your own breakout room, which is actually a hotel suite. So we can go in there and continuously doing your touch-ups. So that's actually good news with that part of our package.
But I think it's great with Visy Dior Hotel because when you have a hotel wedding, you see that traveling from the ceremony to the reception, sometimes it's a big wait period, right? And if you're already at the venue, you could have a drink at the bar or even go up to the room, do your touch-ups, like you said. It's just really convenient.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to hearing more about this because I'm really interested. But I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us on Phoenix Radio, which has been brought to you by Giovannino, J.F. Navarra & Co., S&J Candles, Couture Candles in Balmain, Tony Murphy from Merck Capital, and Visy Dior Hotels.
Here in Bella Vista, Norwest. Thank you
Bella
so much.
Vista.
Ladies, it's been an honour today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.